Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Wellness Wednesdays with White Oak Family Medicine. I'm Kelly Johnson, owner of White Oak Family Medicine, and your guide to staying healthy. Our topic this week is going to be on multivitamins. Question I get frequently is, do I need a vitamin? And the short answer is probably no. We live in modern times. Food is readily available for most people. We have a wider variety of choices than what were available in the past. You don't hear people going around talking about scurvy anymore. When was the last time you deliberately ate an orange in order to prevent yourself from getting scurvy? So, by the way, for those of you who may not know, scurvy was a condition that's caused by low vitamin C. It was previously a problem primarily in sailors, and the reason why is they couldn't take fresh fruits and vegetables with them on the long trips on ships. They didn't know when they'd get back in that land, and so they had to have food they could store. Well, frequently that meant that they did not have access to vitamin C. Those who have seen me as a provider know that my common stance on this is to get your nutrients in your diet. That's the best way to do it. The best way to ensure you're getting appropriate vitamins is to essentially eat a rainbow through a typical week. So, what I mean by that, you want to make sure that you're eating yellow vegetables and fruits, red ones, purple, blue, etc. Green should be every day if possible. I often have people tell me that eating healthy is too expensive, but bags of frozen vegetables can really be purchased very cheap. Head of lettuce is cheap. You just have to be willing to cut it up. I see the bags of prepared salads everywhere, but that really is a luxury that you pay for. Buy the head of lettuce, cut it yourself. You'll save a lot of money, and it only takes a few moments. Those bottles of supplements are going to be much more expensive than just going and getting some bags of frozen vegetables and taking a moment to cut up fresh ones. Supplements cannot replace a good diet no matter how hard you try. They just don't have all the fiber and all the good stuff that comes naturally in an actual vegetable. Now, there will, of course, be some exceptions to that rule. I have people tell me all the time that they are a meat and potatoes person or just plain picky. Those people may require some supplementation. Other persons who will require some supplementation would be those who have had bariatric surgery, pregnancy. You got to get that folate for that little baby. Persons with absorption problems, those on PPI. So, this is going to be like some of your heartburn medicines like pantoprazole or omeprazole, Prilosec type stuff. Persons with MTHFR gene mutation, that's more common than we previously thought. So you do see a fair number of those people. They do tend to have some problems with some vitamins. And vegetarians. Yes, I did say vegetarians. Vegetarians often have problems getting enough vitamin B12, vitamin D, iron, and omega 3s in their diet. Those nutrients typically come from animal based sources such as meat, eggs, and dairy products. For those taking supplements, please remember there can be too much of a good thing. You don't you don't wanna just arbitrarily take them. Nutrients that are fat soluble, such as A, D, E, and K, they can become toxic at high levels. They are stored in the fat of the body and in the liver, so taking too much of these can result in liver complications over time. Also, just because a supplement touts itself as natural does not mean it's safe. As my daddy would say, cyanide is natural, but it's not good for you. Supplements do not undergo the same regulations as pharmaceutical medications, and therefore you have to trust what the company is that the company is deriving the supplement from a safe source and is including what it claims to have in it. So the best thing to look for is going to be choosing a supplement that has been third party tested. They're usually going to be quite happy to put that on the front of the label so that you know that they're proud that they got another party to come in. This, third party will come in and basically test their products, and they'll make sure that they truly are what they claim to be. They look at the manufacturing process to make sure that it's clean, that they're doing everything that they, should be doing. So look for that third party tested label. Lastly, while over half of the population is currently taking some form of vitamin or supplement, studies have shown that there is no decreased incidence of disease in the general population as a result of taking vitamins. This is just a generalization, so general population evaluation. It does not, it doesn't specifically break out those groups that I referred to earlier as far as like the pregnancy, MTHFR gene mutation, all those kind of people. So those people do require supplementation, but that should be directed by their providers. And so that's the thing. The best thing to do prior to starting a vitamin or any supplement is consult your provider. They can do tests to check for deficiencies. They can guide you on what is appropriate for your situation. I prefer for my provider to see me as an individual. I do not generalize myself to what the rest of the population is doing, and neither should you. As always, please feel free to leave comments below and stay healthy out there.